Dear family, it's your cousin P, man. So black and so beautiful, so brown and so beautiful. So beautiful, man. As I said, man, I'm back on the grind, man. The workout is feeling good, man. Every day I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing just to show you the progress, man. It's only been 2 days though, but I feel good back in the gym. It's been a long time, and I've been putting everything off and putting things before the responsibility of my life, man. And I feel good about it. But let's get into this podcast, man, because this is something that one thing I don't have is patience. I do not have patience, man. And I pray to Almighty God Allah that He aligns me with. I don't just align me with the understanding on what comes out of having patience. I need more understanding because I fly off the top too much, man. I promise you, I fly off that top. So I'm talking to my son, and I'm catching this man up into all type of misleading information, lying, being manipulative and deceitful. And so this is so funny though too, because I told him to open up a bank account so I could fly a wire to his account so that he could pay for his tuition this morning before he get back to the dorm, right? And he said so many things last night, this morning, that I think he forgot what he told me. And he know that Cousin P is a critical thinker, and observation is my first investment. And so the man told me that he said, Dad, can you cash at me $1? And so I called him and I said, you asking me for $1, man? After what you didn't say it to me? So he in front of the lady, right? That's the only man at this time. I thank them all for the knowledge and wisdom and understanding that I do have, although I need to gain more patience because I'm going to fly off the handle as soon as I get to my son. But as I found myself getting angry, looking at all the things that I've tried to give my son and be very proactive, he keep trying to tell me about what his mama said. And in the best of manners, I tried to explain to him, judge the tree by the fruit it bears. And look at me and the work that I put in and the results that you see. I should be an example now. If I tell you something, I know what I'm talking about. And then I want you to look across the street at who you keep telling me what they said and look at the results on what they bring. I tried to tell him in the best of manners. So I found myself getting very angry. And I gotta admit, man, I come a long way from this Scorpio mentality of flying off the hook and very, I don't. In some areas, I have patience, but I got zero tolerance for BS. So, in dealing with, as I found myself getting to that point where I'm ready to let him have it, I laughed about it because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say, look at self. What do you mean, Elijah? Look at self. Because self is going to explain everything about what you're going through. Because my children are a reflection of me and the mother. The children hold the DNA from me and the DNA from their mother that make up who they are. And if I know his mother and I know myself, I'm looking at a reflection of both of us. And then I looked at my upbringing and the things that I was molded by and the things that created me into what I've become and what I was. I lied to a lot of women coming up. I lied about a lot of things coming up. So if that which was in me and I'm giving birth to my seed, of course it's going to be in that seed until you groom it, cultivate it, and teach it Because so many things that this brother says, it's out of this world. And this is why when I used to try to tell my father something, he used to say, son, I've been your age, you ain't never been mine. So, in understanding myself, he got that lying, manipulative fear of being honest, because of the outcome of being honest may not be in his favor. It may not be in his favor. And so typically people don't disclose information because of the outcome or the results they may not get. And so I thought about it, because I'm on my way to pick him up right now. And I'm going to let him have it. But I'm going to let him have it in the best of manners. And I'm going to teach him from a supreme wisdom. A supreme wisdom teaches from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I want to paint a picture and point out who I am and what I was and what I have become. And I want to express to him that a relationship consists of relating to one another. I have to be able to trust you. I have to be able to relate to you in order for this relationship to function on the best accord, in the best of manners, in the spirit of God with me. If you deceiving me and manipulate me out of fear, it's going to cause some type of rift in our friendship. I'm going to always love you as my son, but I'm not going to trust you in other situations. I can't trust you to take over. I can't put you in a position of power and you lack intelligence and you lack deceitful, wicked ways that will destroy everything. I can't do that. I don't give a damn who you are. So I'm going to tell him it's in the best interest that you start to work on just being solid with your father. Hell, you ain't doing nothing I ain't did. You don't have to be what I was, because you got my DNA in you, but you also have your own purpose on this planet, and you also have your own personality. And what's ever convincing you to be so manipulative and so much of a liar, damn, brother, let's talk about it. So how do we deal with manipulative, deceitful children of ours? First, we look within self. And when you look within self, it tells you a lot about the seed that you produced on this planet. What was you when you was 5 years old, 7 years old, 12 years old? We snuck out the house. We snuck in the refrigerator when mama said don't. We did everything under the sun. So there's a trying time and a development of maturity in being honest, as it is with all men, as it is with women as well. When you have had a great conversation with your children, the tough love represents accountability. I'm going to hold his ass accountable after this conversation today. No more getting over. No more being disingenuous. No more half-assing the growth of our relationship based on you want to be a liar and a manipulative dude. No more of that. I'm going to explain to him, but I'm holding you accountable now. See, because I've tried to be proactive with my children, and I had to grow into the father that I am today. I wasn't always this father because I was a hustler in the street. And I replaced the physical me with money me. And those that know me I'm from Berkeley, California, and I was handling my business. Just let's say that. And besides myself being present to cultivate my child, he was growing into what I was. That's why you have to get these children early and start to tap on their personalities and their attributes and cultivate them, because they have 50% of you and 50% of the father. Although they gonna have their own, makeup and purpose. But I allowed the money to replace the physical father. And when I decided I'm no longer gonna get the money I'm gonna give myself, they wasn't prepared for that as a young dude. But they got everything they want. The mothers had everything they want. My children's mothers always, when I was with them, they were straight. They'd tell you that. See, baby mama's gonna tell you what a baby daddy was. The one thing they may say about your cousin P is he didn't spend that much time. But that man got us them houses, apartments. That man furnished everything. When we called, that man made sure everything was straight. We all had the cars. We all had everything. What I did and what I thought, as long as I could put my children's mother in a position to be a mother, she didn't have to want for nothing. Because I was in them streets, and it was wicked in them streets. And it was, but I grew out of that. But my point, dear family, is understanding how to, deal with manipulative children and lying children. You have to have a great conversation, but your conversation got to be looking at the reflection of you first, to give them a part of who you was, to say, I know what you're doing, I see what you're doing because I've done that, but this is how you do this and you get better results. And from this day forward, I'm going to hold you accountable. See, I hold my children accountable. I don't do no jive, turkey, and cut. Hey, none of that. They don't get nothing from me that they don't work for. It's over. It's accountability. And if I get a call from the mothers in that house, that she come telling me about the rooms and the grades and this, that, and the third, oh boy, I hold them accountable. I hold them accountable. And them kids of mine know when I fly off the hook, oh shit, here come daddy. Because the certain structure that child needed, and I'm going to tell you mothers, despite the differences that you and the fathers may have, there's a masculinity side that needs to be represented. There's a nurturing side from you that needs to be represented, that represents balance itself. So when you deny that father access based on what he wasn't, then you do the child a disservice, because the child grows up with the lack of the principles and the strength of life, because that's what that father's gonna give. See, they run over the mamas for sure. But when it comes to that father, it's totally different ball game. And I hold mine accountable. I'm very proactive at what need to be done. Let's do this. Let's do A, B, and C. Like I told my son before he got into college, I said, look here, man. 6 months out of college, go start working on your license. We're going to get you some license. We're going to get you some AAA. We're going to get you some insurance. Oh, you working? I'm going to need you to stay focused on your money, because I'm starting to hold him accountable to show him what balance in a checkbook is all about and what the responsibility between a need and a want is. He didn't do nothing I said to do. He get into college, he ain't got no car because he didn't take care of the responsibility of getting his license till he got in college. I told him to transfer his job to his college, which was only McDonald's, just so you can, and do part-time just so you can have some money to pay for your insurance. I'm teaching him the responsibility of life and the commitment to what you think is more important. He didn't get the job. He didn't transfer his job. All the things I told him to do, he didn't do. But he want me to pay for his tuition. It's $6,500 and something on dollars for this semester. And it's another $2,000. Oh, that's for housing. And it's another $2,000 and something for the books or the classes. I said, dear family, did you handle your business in looking for scholarships like I told you? I told you that scholarships run out. Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you the responsibility and the importance of having some money in your pocket? Opposed to, I said, it's time to grow out of that boy into the man that God intended for you to be. I said, now, I said a bunch of things. But what I'm conveying to him is that it's time to be proactive in life and be responsible. So now he running around stressing right now because the tuition ain't paid. After he been to told me that what his mama said. Good Lord. And after I told him what the evidence show. See, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches about, we don't, all the talking is talk. Results. Results, dear family. And now, he running around like a chicken with the neck cut off, trying to do everything I told him to do 9 months ago. He trying to do in one day. I said, go get your Social Security card. Have your own. The hell with what your mama have. Go get your own Social Security card. Go get your own birth certificate. You're responsible now. You're over 18, brother. It's time to step up. Let's go open up your bank account. Oh, I got me a pay. I ain't talking about no Cash App bank account. We're going to establish foundation with credit now, dear family. He trying to tell me about. Anyway. So all the things I said to do, it backfired on him. Because he don't have the Social Security card. He can't open up a bank account. He need money. He don't have the car because I bought a car maybe 3 weeks ago and resold that damn car. You know why? I hold his ass accountable. Because I'm not going to buy no car for you, brother, with no insurance on it. Especially after I asked you to do something that was going to benefit you. I said, brother, just move your job over and just work part-time. You ain't going to be able to have a lot of fun this semester because you about your responsibility in your business to get from A to B, and you said you need a car. Well, if you don't need a car, no need for me to spend my money because you didn't do what you was supposed to do. I already said, but I did what I was supposed to do. So if you think that I'm going to invest more time in something that you really not interested in or serious in, you got Cousin P twisted. So the way I deal with my children when they are liars and manipulative children, well, trying to be, I just hold their ass accountable all the way. I let life teach them. See, life represents God himself. Because it's either by his permissive will or active will. So they got to go out and figure it out now. He got to go out and figure it out. He done called me about 4 or 5 times. I said, I'll be there shortly. I'm busy. He concerned with whether or not he going to be able to go get in his dorm this morning. They've been on a break for 45 days. The man ain't took care of no business. And I'm a businessman. I said, you look like a damn fool, and you make me look like one too, as a reflection of me after I gave you the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and told you I would help you, and you thought that video game was more important. when I took his car back, after I seen that he wasn't serious about maintaining his insurance, after he lied to me, when I took him out shopping, we pulled up to Smart and Final a couple blocks from the college, and the lady said, I will hire you right now because we need help. I said, get that application, fill it out immediately. Oh yeah, my mom gonna help me. Okay, you fill it out. That was a month ago. It ain't filled out still. I said, wait a minute, dear family. You mean to tell me I'm busting my ass and you ain't even doing your part? So you want me to bathe you, clothe you, feed you, but you're going to disregard what I have to say, don't do what I ask you to do? Oh, I know what you're trying to tell me, dear family. You got this, and let me fall on back. So, dealing with these children that lie and tell me that they did this and they did that and ain't did nothing, to try to manipulate me into believing. The man tried to tell me that, oh yeah, Dad, the Social Security officer over to 12 because he liked to sleep in all the time. I talked to him the other day. Yeah, Dad, the Social Security office over to get a Social Security card. The Social Security office open at 12. Oh, it do? Hold on just 1 minute. Brother, it tells me that it opens at 9. You lying or the website lying? Which one lying? Which one lying? Oh, my bad. Okay. So he went to go get his Social Security card this morning. We dealing with our children. The funny part is he said, I got $75. And I'm going to close on this. My son a gangster. I said, 75? Damn, you just had 1,000 a couple days. I mean, about a week and a half ago. That's what you told me. Now, I don't know what's going on or what you're doing. So, he said, I got $75. I said, okay. Go get your Social Security card. It's going to cost you about $31. And then go open up that bank account. It's going to cost you $25. You're going to get you a student account. And that way, I could wire you the money to pay for your tuition this morning. I'll wire it to you. And we'll get online and we'll pay for it and have that. The man came up with another one. So I found out that it's free to get a Social Security card. So when I get to him, I'm going to ask him how much he paid for it. I thought it was $31. Like birth certificates cost $33. I assumed that was about $30 too. So I'm finna see whether or not he's finna try to manipulate me, a lie to me this morning about how much he paid. Now he told me he had $75. So he get to Bank of America and he can't open up an account because he don't have his Social Security card. And can't nobody find it. But he called me there and he's like, Dad, won't you cash at me $7? I said, cash at me $7? I didn't respond to it because I knew that he was up to something. Oh boy, these kids is gangsters. So he texts back, he called me. I'm like, what's up? He's like, yeah, can you cash at me $1? Now it went from $7 to $1. I say, Lord. I said, okay, I'm gonna cash app you $20. So I didn't cash at the man $20, and he called me back and said, yep, they can't open it because I don't have a Social Security. So he done made me cash app him $20. Now he got my 20, and I'm mad behind that I cashed app my 20 because I wasn't gonna give him a dime. I was gonna let him suffer based on being proactive, me being proactive and he being non-productive. Now, I'm on my way to him right now. He's stressing about his house getting paid and all that. Everything gonna cost about $8 grand this morning. You know what I'm saying? Which is gonna get handled. But you know I'm finna cuss his ass smooth out. But I'm finna see if he gonna lie to me about that $75. Cause I don't know why he called me for $1, for $7 or $1, and he said he had $75. So the manipulative behavior and the lies that our children tell, first and foremost, we got to look at us. Because the children are truly a reflection of us. They trying to manipulate and weave and wave, and they think they know everything but know nothing, and think they can outthink you. When you, like, as my father always stated, I've been your age, you ain't never been mine. So I'm gonna see what he got to say to me about this bread when I get here. I'm excited to get here because I'm gonna laugh first, and then I'm gonna chew him out. But to deal with manipulative children, or lying children, just hold them accountable. When they don't want to be productive and they think they know everything but know nothing and say they got it and they lying, you continue to hold them accountable. No, you told me you had it because I ain't got it now. You told me you had it. I ain't got it now. And you let them wallow in they vomit of being disingenuous, and they gonna know they can't play with you no more. Cause I'm finna scare him up a little bit, like, brother, I ain't even got it right now to get you in that class. I ain't got it. I was banking on you doing that. That way I could have handled my business and did something over here to help you out. I can't help you now. So I don't know what you gonna do. But I'm gonna let him have it. But in conclusion, hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. Quit breaking the cycle of, okay, let me just go on and do it. No, I ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna do exactly what you doing. That way we match each other. We match each other's energy doing nothing. When you ready to do something, then I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, dear family, that's how you deal with manipulative and deceitful children of ours. You just got to match their energy, man, and hold them accountable. May Allah bless you all. Tap in with your cousin P. I'm working on an album. This album that I'm working on is a much more mature, grown album. Shout out to everybody who's been showing me love, man. I always start off by Master P for the check in the beginning. Shout out to DJ Durr from, managing my albums, and they coming out with perfection, man. Shout out to Richie Rich for getting on that album. Shout out to Keek the Sneak. Shout out to The Game. Shout out to Keisha Cole. Everybody who worked on this last and final album, I'm titling it The Final Call. I appreciate everybody, man. Shout out to Fab, who got on the album. We was gonna do the video to the last album, but we didn't. But man, Fab doing big things, man. Go support that brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be at one of those thug therapy sessions to give the knowledge of self, because I've been seeing and listening to everything, but they leaving a major component out of, this thug therapy, let's talk about it session. When I got some wisdom and knowledge and understanding, I'm going to go to one. And I'm going to give it to them because they need it. I'm just watching and observing and appreciating the blessing and the brother to go to work to help the people come together in unity. That's what it's about for me. That's what So Black and So Beautiful represent. So black and so beautiful. So brown and so beautiful. Now, the album gonna be dope. I promise you. I've been giving y'all some sneak peeks on this album, so you can go to my social media platform and you can listen to them. You can go to my YouTube channel and listen to them. YouTube channel, everything is Cousin P or SBSB. Just type in Cousin P or SBSB. I'm finna do a 50% sale on all clothing. I'm getting rid of all clothing. I'm getting rid of the whole inventory. You know what I'm saying? I might do like La Russell and you make your price. Whatever you want to buy for, you buy it for. Because in business, long as it's over what I paid for it, I'll give it to you. I just got a new inventory coming in and just different things lined up. Um, Shout out to D because she's still working on my book. She says it's gonna be like 4 to 6 months, but we coming out with something. Shout out to the team that I'm gonna put together, man. And, you know, on this new era, this new approach at my businesses that I'm gonna do, at my music that I'm gonna do. So, you know, one day at a time, one step at a time. But shit, I'm gonna keep stepping. May Allah bless you. It's your cousin Pete. Peace.